Is YouTube promotions worth it for getting views and subscribers to a small channel? I mean, check this out. You can literally pay YouTube to make that happen. And I can't tell you how many times people have asked me, is this a feature that makes sense? YouTube promotions. And I always said no, and here's why. But I hadn't really done it, created a promotion. And honestly, I felt like that's a bit of a cop-out. If I'm gonna really dive deep and try to figure out YouTube and the algorithm, shouldn't I create a campaign? And as I started doing that, creating the promotion, some interesting things happened. You know, I watched a few videos on YouTube promotions, researching. I made some very specific decisions to try to get me the very best results possible, and my results were actually okay. But as I set up my campaign, a few interesting things happened. One, I did a bit of research, I watched a few videos, then I went through and I set up my campaign. I'm going to take you through that in just a few seconds. And then when I was done, I returned to my regular day, did some relaxing, watching YouTube, and guess what I saw? Videos from other small channels that ran promotions, and I started digging deep, and that's what this video is truly about. So I set up the promotion and it sounded great. Get your videos in front of new audiences. And I went a little bit overboard. I mean, for where I'm at financially. I spent $200 and I selected this specific video because it really targeted a very, again, specific audience on YouTube, not just men, but men over 40. Furthermore, there were some things about this video that really made me select it, and we'll get into that in just a bit. Oh, and by the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm Brian. If you're coming back, it's always great to have you. Let's continue. And this is what the ad looks like. It's just literally as simple as choosing a video that's already on your channel. And then it says here, where will it appear? The video will be placed among other videos on the YouTube app home feed, YouTube search results, and YouTube Watch Next. And then you're brought to this page here, who will see your promotion. Notice I've selected viewers in the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. And then I did it, $200. Now, I selected to run the ad over about, I think it was a 14-day period. So every day the budget would be like 13 bucks a day or so until the money ran out. And notice, get 1,300 to 6,100 views for $200. One of the things YouTube mentions is that if you spend more, the targeting gets better because YouTube can see what types of audiences are responding to your video. So I pulled out the MasterCard and I did the thing. I hit the promote button. And that brought me to kind of a problem that exists right now that you may bump into, and that's specific videos from creators that are already successful talking about YouTube promotion. You see, successful YouTube creators have an ability to get a lot of views, gain subscribers from those views, and then most importantly, bring those viewers back to their channel to watch more videos. And that's the thing that we want to focus on. We have to be able to do all three of those things. But what about those small creators I spoke about? YouTubers like Matt, John, and Eric, as well as so many other small channels. And I began to poke around and really dive deep with their individual videos, but more so their channel as a whole. How did their channel fare after the promotion was over? And this is the thing that we really need to focus on, is bringing those viewers or subscribers back after a promotion. So before you give YouTube your hard-earned money, I would encourage you to think through if that's the thing you really want to do. And I'll let you know I've run into a few other ways where you can literally test and increase the watch time and performance of a video other than promotions, and it's free. More on that in a bit. Let's take a look at some of those other channels. Now, this is Matt, and he ran several promotions, really testing out different variables, which is really helpful. He ran one specific test with $100 and gained 135 YouTube subscribers. That was test number one. And then his test number two, he added another additional $100. This time he received over 11,000 YouTube views and gained 875 subscribers. Such a huge difference. And then he did one final test, his third test, and that was another $100 ad spend with 404 views and 51 subscribers. Why is there such a huge difference in subscriber gain when you spend $100? And the answer is found here on the targeting page. The more countries you add, statistically speaking, you're going to be more likely to gain more subscribers as the cost is going to drop, but it may not be the thing that really gets you the results that you're after long term. Now, I had to do some additional digging to actually find the channel he promoted. He's been a successful YouTuber for a number of years, and this was the channel he promoted, and he promoted his channel trailer. Notice 87,000 YouTube views. But what about these videos? The most recent videos, how are those videos faring when it comes to views? Because these videos have been published months after he ran the promotion. I'm going to show you, and it's eye-opening. We'll get to that, but this is John, and he did the same thing, ran a YouTube promotion. Now, on his first test, he ran that $5 test over a 3-day period. On the first day, he gained about 120 subs, the following day 150, and finally on the third day, he gained 180 subscribers. All just for $5. Great, right? And John goes on to talk about like not really seeing the results he was hoping for on other videos. And furthermore, he just wasn't sure it was the way forward. But he carried on, published what he called was a video I'm proud of, felt like it could do really well. And this time he went big, according to him, for science, spending $100. And again, it was just kind of left with disappointment. He got a number of subscribers. In fact, get this, 3,000 YouTube subscribers, but just how much did those subscribers impact and help his channel moving forward? This is John's channel, and this is the video he published on YouTube promotions. And I want to tell you about my promotion because, like I said, this was something I spent $200 getting this promotion set up, and the process was very, very simple. So the cost per subscriber was around 90 cents or so. Not cheap, not super expensive, but not something I really wanted to continue. In fact, I canceled the promotion. The reason being is, again, I just didn't feel it made sense to spend that money. For example, I could save and put $200 towards a new lens, or this is a microphone that I use all the time. It's got great sound, and it's half the cost of what I was going to spend, $100. But the fact of the matter is, I think there's even a better way to spend your money on YouTube promotions and really getting in front of an audience, and we'll get to that. But I want to circle back to Matt and John and share their results with you today. This is Matt, and as you can see, the videos he's published in the last handful of days, 39 views, 41 views, 220 views, and so on. For me, this just isn't really the kind of result that I would want to move forward with. How about John? I tell you, honestly, John is making great thumbnails. I think his delivery is fantastic, and he's got some videos that are doing well. 92 views, that's not one of them. 1,400 views. And then this video here with 7,200 views comparing calendar apps. What would I do instead? Again, you know, could save my money and buy something else. What I would do is I would set up a test and compare campaign, and I would hire someone on Fiverr to create 3 very different thumbnails, and I would start testing this on every single video I published, which, by the way, I've been doing, and check this out. And this is a result that just wrapped on October 12th. Notice the difference in watch time, which we know is connected to getting more views. This winning thumbnail has a watch time share of 40%. This thumbnail, on the other hand, has a watch time share of 29%. Wow. Do this. Check out the video on the screen where I dive really deep into understanding this test and compare feature, talking about the algorithm and how you can succeed. I'll see you there. You dig?